Welcome back to Factorio. I'm Darkstar, and we're continuing with Bobs and Angels. Now, in the previous episode, we'd done a few things. So we'd started working on a bot-based mall, which I said I was going to work on in between the episode. I did. We'll see in a moment. And we also finished off our battery mall, or the battery plant. But let's look through them all. Now, this took me a lot longer than I would care to admit. It took me a very, very, very long time to build this. I just wasn't sure how I wanted it. But essentially, I've got all of the different items I want, so like belts, undergrounds, blah, blah, blah. And you can see that I've named everything, I've labelled everything. We're also using the purple assemblers, because we're now at purple. And you can see my inventory, I've already crafted some blue stuff. So yeah, seeing how much I've got on me, you can obviously tell how long I've been playing this. Just building this. The only other thing I've done as well in between the episodes is I've gone around and I've harvested as many swamp gardens as I could find in the aim of getting these. We now have mushroom seeds. Took us long enough. But now we have mushroom seeds. It was only a 10% chance, so I think I've processed about 20 swamp gardens in total. So, yeah, lots. Now, we've got mushroom seeds, and why do we want mushroom seeds? We want mushroom seeds because we want to turn them into goo. So when you process mushrooms, you get the option of getting alien bacteria, as well as the fruits and the pips. But with that bacteria, we can turn into goo, and the goo can be used back over here to make alien fertilizer. When we make alienated fertilizer, then we can make gardens. Once we make gardens, we then can process gardens into getting alien plant samples, and we'll have a unlimited supply of them at that point. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do in this episode. We'll be doing gardening. Another thing we're going to be doing as well is we're working towards rubber. That's the main reason we want to do gardening, because we have a need for rubber later on. So essentially we want to make insulator cable. And the reason we want insulator cable is so we can have better power poles later on, and that we can have better robots later on as well. So yeah, I want to get rubber in this episode as well. But the recipe I want to use for rubber is this one, where we're going to be essentially getting desert trees and turning them into raw bio-rubber and then processing it from there. The alternative to go through oil and things like that looked very, very complicated, and I didn't want to essentially. But yeah, so yeah, this is our mall. Because I've put concrete down, obviously I'm moving a little bit faster. Now, I've taken all the robots, except the construction robots, out of this facility. Because I just wanted to demonstrate something, because I've made the tier 2 robots. Now, if I just take, I don't know, just one of these, you can kind of see how quickly it moves across. Like, I can keep up with it if I can. So it's just going into a buffer chest. Can I pick you up? Let me pick you up. There we go. Because I don't want the tier 1s in. What I want to use is the tier 2s, and then later on, obviously, the tier 3s and 4s. But yeah, tier 2s move a lot faster. And a lot faster again. And a lot faster again. So I want more of these robots, but I'm just going to leave them to craft in the meantime. But yeah, I love a swarm of activity. It's all great. Anyway, we're going to look towards doing gardening. We're going to do gardening down here, just because we've got a lot of the materials we need down here already, such as fertilizer and wood and mud and stuff. we'll be changing all of these into the rubber trees at some point as well. But yeah, let us work on that. Maybe not go that way. Oh. Do I have a clarifier on me? I do not. Oh dear. I'm also using blue construction robots on me as well, which are a lot faster as well. I need a tank. When do we get tanks? And military 3. And tank, yeah? I have all of the stuff to make tanks. Let me grab a clarify. One of the things I'll be doing as well is setting up personal logistics as well. So this is going to be in miscellaneous, which is just over here. Let's have some clarifiers on me. You want to take things from me? You're not allowed to. Not yet, anyway. Is that desert tree? Yes. So I want to start harvesting desert trees while I'm here as well. Can't reach even though I'm right there. So we need to make desert seeds to make the biorubber. Obviously, we need desert trees. So I'm just going to pick them up where I see them. Might do a little bit of farming in a bit to grab more, but we shall see. Okay. Now, we need to build 2 more train stations here. One of these is going to bring in mineralized water. And we'll just use blue down here. And the other one is going to be for the alien plant life samples. Let's make red belt obsolete. I love it when you make new tiers of stuff obsolete. So essentially I want to get this so we can make desert tree and get the raw biorubber. After that, I want to get this one so we get more trees and we get a better ratio of these out. Because we can also then make our own desert trees if we want to as well. But for now, we'll probably be using this recipe, where it'll give us the byproduct of trees, which is not ideal, but we can turn wood into compost. But yeah, we'll figure out. Meant to do that. No. So chains go over here, and regular signals go over here. So this is going to be an alien gardening, and whatever we're bringing in here, which is going to be mineralized water, because we've got that on a train station already, and this is going to be alien plant life samples. I think there might be a hyphen in there somewhere. So we'll go over here. Yeah, hyphen between plant and life. Not sure why, but Hey. That's how it's called. And then essentially the alien plant life samples, they're going to zoom over here and go mainly towards here. Straight to research. Because obviously the research has stopped, it's not doing anything. Right. Do I have any... I don't have any storage tanks. No. Now add a new one. I'm going to call this requests. And I would like 10 of these. Yeah, I might as well go back now. No, we'll build the things we need. We'll build the things we need. So, as part of making these, so we need the alien, mineralized water for something else. Actually, we need it for the actual gardening part of it. We need to make the goo first. So, I've already made the swamp gardens. And I think I'm going to place the swamp gardens up this way. So we have a bit of space for them. Now we're going to be using this recipe. Now these require thin mud water, which we can get from washing plants. So again, I'm missing something. Let's pick one of these up. I want one. This is why I didn't want to go back straight away, because I'm like, I'm sure I'll miss something. So I'm going to do that, that. So we'll start up here, I think. We'll do the first one, we'll do the second one, we'll do the third one, and then we'll do the fourth one, getting the thin mud water that we want. Going to be using the ceramic pipes, so we're using that silicon nitride now. And we'll be just doing that. Let's turn these around. Obviously, we'll place whatever we need to once we get it. All the water's in now. Okay. So you need the seeds, you need the fertilizer, and you need the mud. Now, what I was kind of thinking is, obviously we need the fertilizer and the mud, but this is going to produce mud. So I was kind of thinking is that we have the mud coming in from this way. Have it come down this way, but we stop that if there's more than, I don't know, 200 mud in it. Then we can have fertilizer coming in this way. We do that. And then we'll get the seeds to come out the other way. Okay. So input, 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 output. Drop it over there. Obviously, we're using the fast stuff. This is going to work relatively slowly in comparison. So I'm going to do that, and this, and do that. This mud? Yeah, it is. Cool. So we'll do that. So filled up to 200, then it'll stop. Amazing. We also need some fertilizer. I think I'll just do that. Nice and easy. You'll also need some seeds. You need 5 seeds. Fortunately, I have 5 seeds. Here you go. You can have the 5 seeds. I think I might have seeds come out in this way. Nope, like that. Yeah, don't want seeds to come in this way. I mean, it's going to take, what, 30 seconds? Takes, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Have seeds come this way. Okay. Now we only have 5 seeds, and obviously only one of these is going to work at any one time with 5. But once we produce these, we get the dormant seeds, and the recipe for dormant seeds is we get the 5 dormant seeds, we get 5 seeds back, and there's a 5% chance to get an additional seed. So it's going to take some time, but that is what is going to happen. So I'm going to filter these off. We'll filter off the seeds. Yep. No, dormant seeds. And we're going to have them just come into a box. We're then going to get a seed extractor. And we're going to use that recipe then to put the seeds back up there. Okay, and this means we get the mushrooms out this way. And this is where we're going to use bioprocessors. Do the mushroom processing. Again, I might use a bit of a buffer here for mushrooms. We don't know how. I mean, it's going to be really, really slow to begin with, but like really late game, we might have quite a lot here. Okay. Ooh, takes 20 every second. Oh no, 20 every 4 seconds, so 20 a second. Yeah. Blue's more than fast enough for this process then. Do that. Obviously, we're going to filter off the bacteria. Again, we're just going to shove it in a box. There's also questions about what we're going to do with the fruits. Now, what I'm thinking is that we turn this into nutrients, and then we change the nutrients. We essentially we refine them, and we get acetone, because we will need acetone later for rubber. So we can get all the acetone out. My question is, though, can we avoid fuel oil? My thought is no. Ooh, you can. You can fly fuel oil. Amazing. I mean, do we want to? We'll be getting rocket boosters later, so we get ammonium nitrate. How do you make ammonium nitrate? Nitric acid and ammonia. That's nice and easy. Yeah, I might just like burn it all. I do want to get some oil refineries in that case then. So we'll need the nutrient pressers for the fruits and for the other ones that we're getting from it. And then we need to put it into a gas refinery. Do we? Yeah, gas refinery. So I was looking at this one, wasn't I, for the 40 acetone gas, but it might be better to do that one instead. You get the 60. Yeah, do that one. So I need a few gas refineries as well. And then I'll be able to have loads of acetone, and any excess we can burn it off. All right. I'm just going to put these in the bin as well, I think. Let's put these mushrooms in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to request these valves instead. I realized we had these and I prefer these for sure. So yeah, request overflow valve. Just give us 5 of these, please. And we'll have some top-ups as well. Again, just 5. Then I should have everything I need other than gas refineries, which I'll pick up manually. Do you know what? No. We also want a storage tank for it as well. So I'm going to ask for 2 of these for the acetone. And do I have flare stacks on me already? No, I don't. Well, let's request some of these then as well then. Cool. Let's head back to the base. Where's my car? It's up there. I'm just going to check this off. Bob Small. Already done that. There are going to be issues. I've already noticed one issue when I loaded this game to start recording. I didn't put a limit on the number of trains. So we currently have around 460 trains in a storage chest. Why am I going this way? This is not where the mall is. I was also thinking in the previous episode about moving steel. I think I'm going to do that in this episode as well. Use the more efficient steel recipe. Okay. Let's get a gas refinery. Cool. Shall we say I want 4? 4 feels a bit much, I'll be honest. How many robots are available? Yeah, plenty. I don't need to put any more in yet. I was thinking as well, what else do I need here? I need the nutrient extractors, don't I? So let's grab 6. And then when it comes over to making the gardens, we're already going to have the mineralized water come in. And I've got plenty of the temperate gardens, so we're going to use those. We need 30 plant life samples, which we can create from the gardens themselves. Alienated fertilizer, that's what we'll be making in a moment. So yeah, we'll have everything we need. What do we need to make alienated fertilizer though? is an assembly machine. Cool. We just need a liquefier as well to turn the bacteria into goo, I believe. Yeah, we do. Let's grab a liquefier then. Is it a liquefier? It is. I've misspelled this. Cool. Let's just grab a stack. We're also making solar panels as well, which is very, very useful. I've made this a stack for 1,000 solar panels. The reason it's useful is because there is only 4 million coal left here. This originally was 9 million. We've gone through half of it already. So yeah, we're going to need it soon. I was thinking as well, where do I want to place the solar panels? And I was thinking maybe going this way. I believe this is a dead end. It doesn't go any further. If it did, we'd have trouble because this pollution cloud has reached down here before and we've had no attacks. So it implies to me that this isn't connected, and whatever's down here isn't connected this way either. Okay, have I got everything I need? Hopefully. I'm going to remove that request. I'm probably not going to need another offshore pump for a little while. And stop. So offshore pump is here. Cool. Cool. So we're now starting to grow mushrooms. I knew that would be a problem straight away. Let me make that one a fast one. Or in fact, even better, make this a bulk one, so we can grab all of them at the same time. Let's make sure this works, so I don't have to babysit it. Yeah, not a problem at all. So leave that to it. I'm probably going to use another splitter do. Let's filter between fruits and nuts. Or is it fruits and pips? Pips. And what we'll do here is just have some on either side. Let's move this down slightly then. Okay, so you're going to do fruits, and you are going to do peps. We'll put this into a couple of storage tanks, I think. And do that. Hey, have a fair amount of alien bacteria already, which is quite nice. So what I'm going to do is get the liquefier, which is where? Here. Cool. Just going to do that and put it straight into a storage tank. This is a fast process from what I've seen. Alien goo. Like, totally, that's all we've got. It is not a lot at all. Right, so we're now making goo. Now we can make alienated thingamabobby. So we're going to come this way, I think. And probably have you like this. So we're going to make you into alienated goo. You require fertilizer. It's every 2 seconds, so it's not particularly fast. But what I'll do is I'll just drop you there, pick up there. I don't think I need bacteria or goo for any other process, do I? So alienated processed meat. Okay, what's that for? Used in biter production. Ooh, okay. Might use fish water for that in that case. But for now, we're just going to have it like this. Into a chest like that. And now we have alienated fertilizer. Amazing. All right, how do we make gardens now? So if I want to make a temperate garden, is over here, right? Yeah. We need a basic farm or a temperate environment farm. Ooh, okay. I don't have any farms on me. Let me look at the temperate environment farm quickly. So regular farms, crafting speed of 1, temperate crafting speed of 2. Temperate farming requires 32 of these. Okay. Might go over to science quickly. Now we have 32. How many farms do I realistically want? Shall we say 6? Think so. Yeah, I think 6 makes sense. Say it makes sense. I don't know why it makes sense. I've just decided on that number. Let's quickly go over to science, drop these alien plant life samples in. All of my other gardens have been processed. That's why I'm not using like the swamp gardens instead, for example. And stop. Oh, I thought it was going to pass along. I forgot that it doesn't work like that. Oops. There we go. Let me go back to gardening, because for farms, I need soil, and I don't have any, I don't believe. So we're going to check off this alien bacteria. Then we can manually craft some. I said 6. I've changed my mind again. I think I'm going to go for 12. Seems like a good number. So I need 12 times 15, which is 180, I believe. Let's do that. Cool. So just a stack, I assume. Ooh, not even a stack. That's a load. Let's do that. Let me grab that amount. And then I'll grab the rest of the materials from the base. He says, if I'm making 12, I also need 60 plant life samples from over here. Just grab them all. Might as well grab the chest. I'm not doing anything else with it. How's that doing? Yeah, it's fine. I can come back in a moment and put it in the gas refineries. Keep getting confused as to where my base is because I'm not sure if you guys remember, but this is where we first set up. This is where we landed. It was around here, and it all looks entirely different from just a few episodes ago. Okay. So what did I want from here? I want to make farms. Cool. Let's pick up everything we need then. So we'll need steel pipes, right? That's bronze, that's steel. We also need clay bricks and electronic circuits. Okay. And what else do we need? Steel plates. Okay. So we've got enough for 11. What are we missing? I think it's actually the clay bricks, isn't it? Yeah, cool. So I'm going to make some of these as well. So we need some bronze plates. Or bronze pipes even. Oh no, that's for the swamp environment kit. How... I thought we researched... Oh... So we did temperate farming so we could do all of that. Cool. So we need more. Another 32. Okay. I'm going to place one of you here. And I'm going to head back to science. Because clearly I'm not that intelligent, apparently. Let's place the rest of the samples in here, though. I don't want to accidentally use them in science when I actually need them for making farms and stuff. Let's not do that. Should we go through here? Yeah, that seems okay. So I'm going to just press Shift C. No. Damn it. I wanted this one. No, I didn't. I wanted this one. That's the priority. I've already just wasted some of those plant life samples. Okay. Fortunately, I've got more on me in there. We'll see how many more we need. Hopefully not too many. Okay. Maybe about 10. One more then. Whoops. Okay. Now let's try making these again. Alien plant life samples, cool. And I don't even have enough for what I wanted. Cool. Head through here. No. Want to head to the base. Let's place another one of these down. In fact, let's place a few more. We'll leave it to do its thing for now. There's nothing else I can do right this minute. I suppose I could make these do though. Save some of the construction time. And now we're going to build the gas refineries for the nutrient pulp. Then we'll head back down this way. Okay. I'm just going to build another train station here as well. This is where we're going to have the rubber. So we'll have the 4 gas refineries just like this, I think. Yeah. I'm going to use that recipe. Let's flip these around. I think that's right. Okay, so this is butane gas, ethanol gas, and acetone gas. Cool. And we should be able to burn away most of that. So that's the butane, and I think... No, that's acetone. We want acetone. There we go. So we're going to do it there, right? Yeah, ethanol. And then we're going to have here the acetone gas. It's really tricky because they look very similar, don't they? Let's do that and that. And now we can connect you guys up. There we go. It says acetone gas. It's not a gas at all. Acetone is a liquid. Especially at 0 degrees C, it's a liquid. I'm not having it. And let's do the pump, the overflow. Well, I like that. When you hover over, it tells you what the threshold is. It's a shame you can't change it, though. Unless there is a circuit condition. No, can't be connected. But no, essentially I just don't want it to be, yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Let's head back to the base now. Let's make these. I'm going to make these for now, actually. So take a little time to make. And it's just one more once we grab the rest. Okay. A couple of these are still working, but that one's finished. That's fine. One. And then for the rest of this, we need concrete. I'm just going to put stuff in the bin, actually. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Don't need you, don't need you. Grab more concrete. Aluminium and brass, okay. And then the last thing is advanced circuits, cool. Need a little bit more. What am I low on? Aluminium. Brass, okay, that's fine. And then we can bin the rest of these materials. I think what I'm going to do as well is grab some more seed extractors as well. This garden processing just takes a long time. So that's 8. And with these, we'll get the rest. Cool. Almost done. Fantastic. So we've got 4 gardens. We've got enough samples to start producing another 4. And as long as we set it up correctly, that should be a process that does things automatically. Now, I want rubber. I don't think I'm going to get it in this episode because we're not going to have enough plant life samples because it's going to just take time to build up. It's almost like nuclear, where the Cupric process just takes time to like get a move on, really. Now, where are we going to do alien plant life samples? I think we're going to do them over here. So I'm going to place these here like that. Okay, I'm going to do Cupric garden farming. Now we need mineralized water. Fortunately, you've already placed a train here, ready to grab mineralized water. Then it's going to come here and empty its cargo. So off you pop. What else does it need? Also needs gardens and plant life samples. So we're going to have the plant life samples go this way, I think. We'll have the gardens themselves come out this way. Yeah. Don't need anything else than that. No, I would rather just get regular inserters, please. Stay regular, even though these are like turbos. Okay. So I'm going to get these 4 gardens and place them there. Now these require 30 alien plant life samples, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to keep that one for myself, actually. And let's share it amongst these 4 again. Okay. Let's come down here. We're also going to have another one come up this way, because I've forgotten about another ingredient they need. They actually need gardens. So pick up from there. Let's remove you. I do substations instead. Ooh, do I need to? Yeah. Because it doesn't quite reach unless I do that. Yeah, just let's do the substations. We only should need the 2, right? Oh no, need 3. That is fine. Okay, so we get gardens out of this. If I'm right, well, all we need to do is do a splitter here. We'll have half the gardens go back that way, and the rest of the gardens are going to go towards extractors. So I'm going to go all the way up here. And I'm going to do something like this. So this is going to be the garden cultivation one. So I'm going to have them come back down this way. In fact, no. Let's do that. Because you only need 2 fertilizers on 1 garden, so we can put the fertilizers on the outside. And we'll just have plant life samples go this way. That makes more sense. We'll do that. Okay. We'll just use these for now. So you're going to pick up from here, output there, pick up, output, and pick up. Copy, paste, 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 paste. How many's that? 14. Let's cut all of that, and let's flip it around. Do that. So we're going to have the gardens come up this way, have plant life samples out that way. Okay. Essentially, just these gardening structures just take so long to set up. There we go. I'm going to go back and grab some more stuff. I think what I'm going to do as well is put inserters as one of our requests, as well as express inserters to always have 100. Same with the stacks, always to have 100. Yeah. Just gonna grab all of these. I'm then going to place a silo here. This is going to be for the plant life samples. Because as soon as this is completely saturated, then we can start collecting them and using them. I'm just going to grab some more inserters. And then we can connect the rest up. While we're waiting, I think I'm going to do a few more researchers. Now we can get, because we have everything in the main base now, including Invar. I think mining drills 3 would be quite useful. Mining drills 4 as well. Ooh. We're not making tungsten yet. That's fine. We'll leave that. Put you at the front. Got the extra railways, but we're starting to produce the petrochems and things like that. So do I want to go to the next tier? I don't know yet. Ultimately, I'd like to make these elevated rail. Insert capacity would be nice. Tool belt would be nicer. Maybe advanced chemistry too, perhaps. Not sure yet. We'll think about it. We definitely need this, electro refining. This is so we can make the Cupric and the Ferrous crystals. We need these in order to make tungsten and platinum. Don't think we can make tungsten or platinum though for a little while. Like dedicated, like we've done before in the past, at least anyway. Where is it? Looking for like ore refining, like the next tier. Because we can make thorium ore with that. I just blind, it's here. Okay. So yeah, tungsten and platinum. But we need to start making some first because we need CPUs, need the advanced processing units to make these. So yeah, we're a little whiles away from that, but that's what we'll be heading towards for sure. So I think maybe doing electro refining now. Again, putting it there. I have no idea where electro refining is going to go. I destroyed a clarifier, didn't I? I've only just remembered, even though it was one of the first things I did in this episode. Okay. We're mining research 3. How many miners would we like of 3? Well, let's say we want 400. Seems like a good number, right? What other requests do we need? We need Invar, we need advanced circuits, and we need brass gears. Build to helper is very nice. And also make elevated rail. I've already set the requests up for elevated rail. So this one is going to be the ramps. And this is going to be the rail supports. Just going to set the requests here as well. That way, if I've got too much in my inventory, it's not a big deal. Elevated rail. Amazing. A temperate tree. Ooh, a desert tree. Let's grab the desert tree. It's weird how I have to be standing right next to it. How many electro refiners do I want? I am not sure. Let's come over here. Yeah. Just going to set them because I don't want it to bring 1,000 here. Or 200 of these here. Fine. Fine with the rest like that. And let's make... I don't know how many we need now, so I'm just going to set it to 20 and I'll do the planning later. Where is my mineralized water? Why have you got purified water there? Come back to alien gardening, please. Let's vent what you have. Here it comes. Like that. Back up here. That is definitely mineralized water. It's connected to mineralized water because we have a lot of it, and we have a lot of sulfur too. It's fine, we'll be using more sulfuric acid soon. How strange. Anyway. Yep. Go this way, actually. Cool. Now we need the alien fertilizer this way. Love how long these are. And fertilizers this way, yep. That is a lot of alien fertilizer. not complaining. And then that's the last ingredient you need, right? Hopefully this works how I intend it to work. So yeah, it's going to take one garden in, give one garden out. Well, 2 gardens out. We then feed that garden back into there, and then the other garden goes into there. In fact, what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. So I want you to read contents, including in crafting. Yeah, keep that on me. Read contents, including in crafting. Enable if this is equal to 0. Yeah. We can remove the filters, we don't need them. Yeah. Yeah. Pick up here. Drop there. Yeah. We can detect that there's 2 there. So I'm going to copy this, copy that, and do that, that. Because we've made full gardens, but 2 of them, but all 4 of them went in just to 2 of these, so it's halved the process time. So you can now, these are switched off. So that should help the process. We do need more gardens though. So I think I'm going to do a bit of a harvest of them. There's a garden down here. Let's see if it's a desert one or not. No, I found weird gardens all around. Like, obviously this is clearly a desert biome, but I did genuinely see a swamp, and I was like, why? Why is there swamps here? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's come over here. That's desert. That's fine. Oh, but that is a desert tree. See more down here with a desert tree. As I said, look, desert biome clearly, swamp garden. Love it. To be honest though, that's not a bad problem because we can change these into alien plant life samples and put the other ones which were intended for turning into plant life samples, we can put them into the farming instead. Thinking I might do that same trick as well for the farming, where we limit the plant life samples. Any more around close by? No, we'll set these up. Another desert tree. Any around here? Oh, there's the one there. Another swamp garden. Nice. I do wonder if more populate over time, because I swear I've been over these areas and I'm just seeing more. You. Swamp guarding it. Okay. Didn't find any more temperates, which is disappointing, but that's okay. Can live with that. So we're going to put you here. Just for now, just on the back end. Change you to desert. Bring you guys to swamp. So for now, I'm just going to stop that. So I'm going to do that, connect you up, and also connect you up as well. I'll do it on this side as well so we can copy it. So gradients, recontents. So enable this if temperate garden is equal to 0. And here, enable if plant life samples is less than 32. Need to copy all of it. Oh, let's put you in there, you in there, you in there. Let's do that. And that's the 5th. Nice. Now we're just waiting for these plant life samples. Interesting. Shall we put them like that and drop there and you drop here? Does that make more sense? I think it does. So we need to change these recipes back to temperate though. You guys to temperate. Ooh. Leave the rest. Why did you pick both up? Let's set the stack size to 1, please. Not pleased with that. Oh, my careful programming. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Cool. See why we had so many seed extractors, because of just how long it takes to process these. Is it worth getting speed modules, I wonder? Probably. I will be heading to do other things in a minute. But for now, let's plan our next steps. Now, what I want to do is I want to make Cupric crystals and Ferrous crystals. I think I want to make a red belt's worth, which is fair enough. Now let's start with Cupric, I think. So we need Cupric concentrate and Cupric chloride solution, that's fine. Those are easy enough. We do only want the purples though. So we need a 30, that's not too bad. Get slag out of this. Yeah, it's fine. Can send it over to slag processing. Not a terrible thing really. Ferric chloride solution, okay, we've already got that. Cupric chloride solution. How do we make that? Hydrogen chloride and copper. All right. So let's make that up where we're making ferric. That's fine. Let's look at cupric concentrate. Which is that recipe and that recipe. Okay. Then we need cupric slurry and ferrous slurry. So we need all the different crystals coming in. Nice. We're using leaching plants 2 for this. Told you we'd be using more acid soon. Got crystals. Crystals is easy. What about cupric dust? Okay. Hydrogen, sodium hydroxide. Nice. We've already got too much of that anyway. And we'd be using this. This is going to be massive already. Nice. Then we need the sludge. So that was slurry. Okay, now we need sludge. So chunks and thermal water. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Now we need the cupric powder and the ferrous powder. Powderizers are easy. I'm already making the milling drums. We're already making crushed ferrous mixture already. I mean, because we're only using... Yeah, we've got plenty of that. So, and we need to make some of that too. Nice. That's going to be fun. Anyway, let's grab these. I'm going to let this go to the end, because I think this is too many technically. Perfect. So this is 4 of these. And we can do that now. So this should be continuous throughout. I'm going to copy more of these, however. No, I'm not, because I don't have any more seed extractors. I was thinking that I could maybe put the desert and the swamp ones on when I find them. But yeah, we're just going to leave that by itself. There's nothing else we can do about it. Okay, Ferrous processing. Ferrous and Cupric processing. So I think we'll build something similar to this to do the to make the Cupric mixture. I'm going to split this off because obviously I want this to come into a train. Yeah, and we'll probably place it around there. So let's start with that, I think. We'll just leave that to do its own thing, I think. You know what? I've changed my mind. Give me a second. It really doesn't matter how fast the inserters are, they need to pick up more at the same time. So we're going to use these bulk inserters for the first 6. And then I'm going to do that for you too. Yeah. Oh. Oh, 1,000 solar panels, amazing. 111 hours. I'm going to put all of these into a box for now, and I'm going to come back to do rubber. I only want rubber for the higher tier robots and power poles, to be honest with you. But I knew it was going to be a process getting the alien plant life samples set up. Let me turn off trash for a second. Grab these and these. Cool. And then we can put you in there. Okay. Let me turn trash back on. So let us grab stuff for Cupric processing. So we're going to need 4 of these. And I think we're using 12. No, that's 16, isn't it? I don't need 16. But I'm going to build 16 because I think it's going to look better. After we've done that, we need to powderize it. I think it makes sense to powderize it at the facility because in order to powderize it, we're going to use the powderizers, obviously, but we need to use the milling drums. Milling drums are not a problem. We've already got plenty of those, but we need lubricant. So I don't want to bring lubricant to 2 places. So how many milling drums have I told you guys to create? Because I knew I'd need these. 800. Let's grab them all. Okay. How many powderizers do I need for this? 6. Okay. Let's increase that to 8. Because why not? Feel like I definitely need more rail for this. Just imagining the amount of train stations I'm going to need. It's going to be a lot. Scrap. A lot. Where are we going to do it? Where are we going to build this facility? I feel I want it to be down here. You know? It's quite a large facility. I don't want to build it up here because I've got notions of maybe doing modules around here. So I think down here makes sense. I'm not sure why it makes sense, but it does in my head. I'm just going to pick up another train station as well. Is there grenades? I want to get rid of the trees. Grenades, please. There we go. Why have I got one of those? Go away. Gross. Yeah. Okay. We also need ceramic filters. So what I'm going to do as well is grab some of the filter frames that I was making. How do we wash them again? I can't remember. Ceramic filter washing in an assembly machine, that's fine. Cool. But I do need some alumina. So let's grab the alumina. And I can craft some of those, and then I'm going to build all the stations that I need. For ferrous and cupric processing. Where am I going again? Alumina. I love how distracted I get sometimes. I think it's the next one after zinc. Yeah. And yeah, so 200, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's craft all of those. And now let's build the stations. I'm gonna grab all of these miners though. Ooh, another desert tree. I do wonder if that was there before. I really do. What if they pop up? It's kind of funny, I researched tanks and I still haven't built one yet. I'm going to leave the fluids till the end. Ooh, I don't want to come this far down. Let's go back up. But I'm just trying to think how many train stations I need. I think it's on the order of like 24. Okay. Can I be trusted with grenades? We all know the answer is no. Mm. This is some space for now. So I'm going to do this to here. Like that. I'm going to call this Ferrous and Cupric processing. Let's have one of you like that. I'm going to enable train limit to just one. So I'm going to keep these quite tight. And we're going to do that. Okay. Is this too tight, I wonder? No, I don't think so. So we're going to need lubricant. We're going to put lubricant there. We're going to have Cupric and Ferrous crushed stuff come in there. Then we're going to have 6 of the chunks come in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then another 6 of the crystals come in. Yeah, so how many have we got now? Got 14, so we need one more. So lubricant, crushed ferrous and crushed cupric, and then 6 and 6. We then need sodium hydroxide. Thermal water. And acid. Thermal water, acid, then crushed ferrous, ferrous crystals, and then crushed cupric crystals. And that's all of them. I'm so glad these robots are faster. Hello, kitty. You want attention, don't you? Let me look at this planner again. Just want to make sure I've not missed anything. I don't think so. I kind of have missed 2, actually. So this is going to be for slag, and this is going to be for sulfuric wastewater. Anything else? No. Oh, can get rid of those. That's not part of our ingredient. That's because we're making it elsewhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in. And we'll have 3 out, so that should be 20, right? We've also got lubricant. Let's name them all. I feel like I'm... Oh, and also the sulfuric wastewater. I feel that's right. It's definitely the largest train station I've done so far, I think. This is quite close, I think. That's 15. So yeah, it's quite a beast. So we're going to have tanks go this way. This is going to be for lubricant. We're going to name it as such. So that will be one of the first things we're doing, is getting the crushed stuff and then milling it into more of a powder. Lube is there. That's the recipe for lube, not actual lubricant. That's lubricant. Hey, kitty. Now let's think about the materials that we are bringing in. So we're going to have crushed ferrous mixture. Going to have crushed cupric mixture. We're then going to have all of the chunks. Let's try and be a little bit smarter about this. So I don't think there is a way to be smart about it. Okay, that's fine. Just do all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5, 6. Don't know what I'm doing there. Just obviously mistyping. Oh, come on. So we've done that. Now onto the crystals, right? Oh. Okay, so that's all the chunks and all the crystals. Okay. We then need sodium hydroxide. What else do we need? So then this was going to be acid, right? So sulfuric acid. Then we were going to have thermal water, which is in here, isn't it? No? In here? Yes. Okay. Then we have here. I'm going to just call these ferrous crystals. This is going to be Cupric crystals. Then we have slag. In fact, I might just call this slag like this. And then finally, we have sulfuric wastewater. That is a beast. Right. How are we going on with alien farming? Which is here. Yes. So we currently have 5 of these processing. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, just need to leave it. Just going to copy you guys. Flip you around like this, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll do that. A bit more space, please. I think I'm going to do something like this, just so there's plenty of space for it. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Just so it loads as fast as it possibly can. We'll do like that, I think. For you. For any solids, I kind of want them to go up the top like that, I think. I know I'm not being especially clear, but most of the materials are going to go up this way. Say most, not all of them. The ones with milling is going to go lower. Let's set more requests here. I would like to have a minimum of 100 on me at any one point. Minimum of 50. Minimum of 100. And let's connect this up. Now let's set loads of trains up, I think. And let's start using the new trains that we've got. So I feel like I'm going to really hammer the plants up here to the point where we might need to upgrade stuff. But we'll see. So, railways over here. So we've got the petrochemical locomotives. We are going to want 2 of you, I think. Oh, I think I want an extra one. Then we are going to get, these are the gas wagons, these are the fluid ones. Why are we not making any? Oh, because I never put the stuff inside to make them. That's silly. Anyway, how many of the smelter trains do we want? I think we want 12 of those for all the different ores. We'll need more. We'll need more. So we'll need the crushed ferric mixtures as well. Cool. I do want 3 of these. Thank you. Okay. I think that's pretty much everything I need. How many desert trees do we have now? 10. Amazing. Start with the smelting locomotives first. I really do like how these look. But they do have large cargo sizes, so it's something to bear in mind for sure. Gonna add the interrupts. Let's copy these. Gonna place some more down here as well. These are going to be the petrochemical ones, and again, these have larger storage for the fluids. They're so pretty. Amazing. Okay. So we'll start with you. I would like you to go to lubricant. And then I'd like you to go down there. So full cargo, empty cargo. Off you pop. I would like you to go to acid. So sulfuric acid, and then down here. Full cargo, empty cargo, off you pop. And then this is going to be thermal water. Full cargo, empty cargo, off you pop. So, Bob, ammonium crystals, full cargo. Okay. Empty cargo, off you pop. Ah, don't kill me. Almost died there. Ammonium chunks, full cargo. Empty cargo. We'll do rebite next. Looks right. Rebite crystals. Okay. We'll leave these top two. This is going to be for the ferrous powders and other stuff there. I think I need some more trains as well. I need another 3, I believe. Let's go on to Jubilites, crystals, full cargo, off you pop. Empty cargo. One chunks, full cargo. Empty cargo, off you pop. We already got places down here. Yeah. Awesome. I distracted myself so much I don't remember which ones I've just sent. So we've got Jubilite chunks. We've got Jubilite crystals. Okay. Let's do Critinium then. Critinium crystals. Full cargo. Empty cargo. Critinium chunks. Full cargo. Empty cargo. Then we'll do Stereotype. Making sure Stereotype is the light blue one. Stereotype chunks. Ferrous chunks. Then we should have Saphirite next. Say next. Lastly, Saphirite chunks. Crystals. Empty cargo. Okay. Need to grab 3 more of these, because this is going to be for the Cupric mixtures that we're going to make. I say 3 more, it's just 2 more. No, it's not, it is 3. Yeah. Confusing myself there. Cool. But yeah, look at how many trains I accidentally made. Review and review. That's from buffer chests. How many trains are we on now? 241 trains. I'm hoping there's no traffic jams at the minute. Or at all. Cool. So I'm only going to get these set up. So Critinium is going to be full cargo. This is going to be Stereotyte. And this is going to be Populonium, I think. Full cargo. So yeah, all of these should be crushed. And then these can go into the Cupric mixture that we're going to make. So we've got the things to make it. Is there anything else we need? Don't think so. I'll just grab my carbon. How is plants getting on? So we've got more working, I suppose. These have all got 1 in them. Yeah, just waiting. That's all it is. Whoops. Let's start over here. Some silos, which is amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna produce the crushed ferrous. Oops. We need that because it's producing signals for us. So we'll do it here instead. Do I have enough stations? Yes, I should have enough stations. I only need 4, right? Hey. So we're going to come over here. From here, I think. Have you two like that. Do this. And have you guys split. can't do that. I'm not going to have very much of you. And let's do that. Okay. Can we put you there instead? Thank you. Okay. So this is... what's it called? Crushed Ferrous mixture. So we're going to come over here. Get you. Full cargo. Empty cargo. And there's my car. Couldn't see it for looking. Okay. Those are the four we need. Just thinking that we probably should have a little bit more space. I've not, since the previous episode, I've not researched faster robot speed. It's just because these are the blue robots. They just move that fast. Which I kind of love. So I'm going to call this Cupric. Yeah. So here we're going to have Ruthenium, Irritite, and Bobmonium. Rename this to a brush mixture. Let's set these trains up now. In fact, pop first. I think you were continuing, right? Yeah. Yeah, empty cargo. Empty cargo. Cargo. I was hoping the amount of sulfur would go down. It hasn't yet. Alright, so let's clear some of this up. I've just realised I've brought the ore sorters with me and I don't need to sort it. I just need to crush it. Because if we sort crushed ferrous mixture, we don't get anything that we want. We get copper and tin, which we're already producing separately anyway. So I've just built all of these stations when potentially, because all of the materials are just here, I could have potentially built another station just here. We'll still do this, it'll be fine. But I've realised I've built a station for 4 machines, which I don't think is the best use of my time. We'll leave it to 1 stack each. This is not what I wanted originally. Let's put you here. Copy. Paste. Let's do you guys. Set half of you. Copy. Paste. Paste. Yep. Let me just use this as well. That's like enough for 1 train anyway. So we'll do this, but flip those around. And then change these to do that. Okay. Yeah, I think in hindsight, what I would have done is done the crushed ferrous mixture over here as well as the crushed cupric mixture over here and just keep it all together. And then I could have moved the mixture just to be sorted like this. This is fine, it's not a big deal. So we're going to come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, cupric. Amazing. You guys work relatively quickly, but not that quickly really. He gives 6 out. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll have you come up this way. We'll have the outgoing this way. Gonna come down here. I'm going to use bulk inserters for all of this. I'm going to drop over that way, and we're going to pick over this way. So let's copy that. Let's flip it around vertically like that, and then copy that and mirror. Do that and that. Let's connect all of this up. We need to offset. Lovely. And then we have one of our last trains here. I'm going to do Cupric. So you're going to get full cargo. You're going to empty cargo. And after that, I think we have every train set up. Ooh, almost every train. Still need to do sodium hydroxide. Use one of these, right? Lovely. So that's all of that sorted out. Any more of you working? Still on 6, okay. Shame there isn't like a, this is how many it's crafted. I'd like to know that. Okay, let's pop down. Now, let's do a little bit of the planning for this. So I'm going to put the ore crushers away because I don't need those anymore. Sorry, the ore sorters. Let's put those all back. Not set you yet. So what do I need for this? So I've got the powderizers. I want to get some chemical plants. I only have chemical plant 3, but I did see that I could research the next tier, right? Yeah, let's do that. I love how fast the research is when I'm researching. So, you're going to be chemical plant 4. And give me a quick second. I'm essentially wanting to just copy the requirements across, but it looks like everything requires additional stuff that I don't have, or that I don't need even. We can do that. So, gears, let's only require 100 of you though, and then 100 of you. Nice and easy. Might as well do the liquefiers as well. So I would like how many chemical plants? Let's say, should we say 36? 36 seems like a good number. We'll change this to 5. I'm going to change this to 5 as well, and increase this to, again, 36. It's a nice number. And you require similar stuff. 100 of you though, please, and only 100 of you. I don't need a full stack of reinforced concrete bricks. Okay, so we'll get these. Okay, so we've got the chemical plants, flotation cell 3s. How many do we need? I think we need 30, isn't it? Exactly. Yeah. Let's do that then. Then leaching plants, I think we need 30 of these. So let's grab some more of those. Need 12 of you guys. That's fine. With you, we need 30 of you as well, please. And then 12 crystallizers. Definitely going to need more things like belts and stuff. So let's grab a minimum of 1,000 belts at any one time. Minimum of 150 undergrounds at any one time. Minimum of 50 of these, please. And a minimum of 50 of those, please. Let's be honest, I'm going to need a lot more inserters, aren't I? So we've got 30 of those now. And we have 30 of those now. And I believe we have everything we need. I think it'd be useful to grab more pipes, however. So let's grab half of these and half of these. I'm going to come up to inserters. Grab another half of these. Grab another half of those. Think I'm ready. I'll grab more power poles just in case. Power poles is always a good option. Okay, we're already quite long into this episode. Shall we make it long? Shall we do a 3-hour one? Let's get Cupric crystals done. And then we can look to gain platinum. What's going to really annoy me, though, is when we're processing the ferrous crystals, where we get the platinum, we're going to have the things we don't need. Copper, tin, silver, gold. We could also get chrome as well, but I don't want to manufacture that yet. But yeah, it's going to annoy me. Let's grab the car. I don't need it. I mean, it's not that far to walk. Got some assemblers as well, don't I? I do. You know what? I'm going to go back up quickly. I know, I'm sorry. I keep doing this. I know. I want some hydro plants. Because I need purified water as well for some of this washing. Have I got some water fill on me? I do. Do I have some normal water pumps? I do. Cool. Right, I'm done now. Promise. So what I'm thinking, does it make sense to do any of the processing down here? So what I was kind of thinking is bringing the crushed mixture down. Yeah. Yeah, just down here. Powderizing it. And then kind of moving it back up. I was wondering, does that make any sense at all? We'd also bring these down and then it turns into a liquid, which is nice and easy to transport back up. I think it does make sense. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use these like that and offset. We'll do it where it's 2 stacks. And I'm going to copy. No, I'm not going to copy, I'm going to blueprint it because I don't want the power poles. So I'm going to copy that, and do that, 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 and that. Now we don't need to do the crystals down here. Not because I think we'll move it up. Because think about it, like we've got 8 powderizers, so 8 powderizers in total, and then 10 chemical plants down here. Easy to deal with this space, and then when it comes to leaching plants, we'll go up. I think that makes sense to me. Okay, how do we lube up one of these? It takes 1 second. So I think what we might do is have something like this, perhaps, where the unlubricator come this way. And then the lubricator come out this way. Yeah? Does that make any sort of sense? I wonder. I think it does. Put it in a chest because then I can just dump all the milling drums just like that. It's nice and easy for me. And then I can just put a power pole right here. Now we can do that for the lubricator milling drums. Now we've got the powderizers. I think what we will do is do, yeah, like this. We'll have the crush stuff come down this way, I think. Or maybe down there, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have you go like this. Let's copy this. Let's move you over there as well. So you're going to mill the ferrous mixture like that. You're going to do the cupric mixture like that. I think we'll do something like that. So we can have the crushed. Let's do this, and then I can actually visualize where things are going to come from. Let's do this a little bit higher, or maybe lower down like this. And then we can do like that. Yeah. So we'll take from here. We're also going to take from up there as well. Let's horizontally flip that. And then do that. Yeah. We can do the same thing just like that, just like that. Now we're going to do that. And then like that. No, actually, we're going to go down like that. Like that. And then we can go like that. And then we can have the unlubricated come like that. I think that's how I want it to work. So I'm going to offset you. Copy, paste, paste, and paste. And you're going to just drop like that. And then place one of you right there. And maybe do that. Let's move you up like that. now let's connect these up. Is it a 1-to-1 mixture? It is. So I think what I might do is again have a bit of a storage. Because why the hell not? Ooh, that's why the hell not. So let's do this properly. These long ones need to be filtered. And they're going to be milling drums. And then you guys are going to be these. Just going to manually select them, just like that. Let's remove all of that. Put you back in there, and you back in there. Do you want to know why it stopped, however? Got no more milling drums, okay. Oh. We need to produce these faster. Fantastic. Let's figure out how we're going to produce these faster then. I think I want to have 6 of them then. Because I was not expecting that. Let's do that. We can have you do that. And that, yeah. So we can have you go up like that. Have you go up like this. Put all the milling drums back. And then have you do that. Yep. And then do you. So we'll get you to come this way, that way. Hey, let's connect you guys up. It's getting to the end just. Okay. Now we want to mix this up with some chunks. So we have, let's do Cupric first. Cupric just requires the chunks like that, the normal Cupric chunks. So we're going to do 6 because 6 is a nicer number. I'm just going to plan it here. Cupric sludge like that. Okay. Probably could do that actually. We'll do you like that. So we'll have the Cupric mixture come that way. And maybe we'll have the different chunks come this way. So how long does this take? 4 seconds. Oh, plenty of time. So have the mixture come in like that. I'll have the mixture come in like that and like that. We then copy this, paste, and paste it. I'm going to do that. Yeah, we'll do that. It works at least. I'm also going to copy this. And I'm going to horizontally flip it. Like that. I'm going to cut all of this. I'm going to move it. And paste it there. So we do that. And then this, like that. Okay. Change the recipe here, you guys. Now, what I was thinking is connecting these up somehow, but we'll do that last, actually. Now, I think what I'm going to do, just do this for now so I can kind of figure out what we're going to do. I think in hindsight, I would have set these up so I knew that they were in the right areas, because these are odd. And what I mean by that is this one needs to go for Ferrous, and then this one needs to go for... Oh, okay. Both of these are for Ferrous. Okay, that's fine. And where's the other Rubite one? Yeah, like that. So we can do this actually. Mix you down that way. And then we can do like you down here. Let's put this all the way around the right way. We're going to come down here like that. And then like you down here like that. I'm going to do that though, and that. So we need to sort out fluids. Let's do that. That's going to be all the thermal water. And then we can do like that. So let's go like that, and then this thermal water acid. Yeah, okay. I'm getting confused now. That is definitely acid, right? Yeah, okay. Have the acid come down this way. And then thermal water down this way. Okay. Let us also do this and that. So we can have you come up that way, and you go down this way. And I'm just thinking, how do we want to get the fluids up? I think I want to get them up this way. So maybe like this, perhaps? So, like that, I think. The Ferrous, and then the Cupric. Like that. Okay, let's connect all of this up and hope it works. Okay, it doesn't work immediately, but that's because the drop position hasn't been affected. So let's fix these. These should have been the wrong other way around. That's an oversight on my part. Okay, now we have our two mixtures. Let us do some more gardening. Okay, let's clear up the rest. Speaking of gardening, are any more of these operating yet? Still at 6. I think it's going to increase soon, like them seeing more plant samples in some of these. Okay. So, step 2. So we've made these, which is all nice and good, and then we need to put them into leaching plants with sodium hydroxide. Okay. So we produce 22.5 of these, which means we can just do this on one belt. So we'll do Cupric first. Yep, like this. Yep. Can we stretch this slightly higher? No. So I'd prefer to do something like this. That's fine. It's fine, we can fix it. It's not a big deal. We can use more. So we have the Cupric mixture come this way. And then we can have, yeah, the sulfuric wastewater like that. Not entirely sure which way is going to be which. I think I do actually. I do know what I'm going to do. So we're going to offset you by 1. We're then going to pick up from this side as well. I'll copy this, paste, paste. paste, paste, paste. How many do we have? 12. Okay, want another 3, please. No. Not blueprinted. Let's horizontally flip it. And we'll do that. So that's 15 on one side. We're going to copy all of that. And flip it again. And do that. And this is going to be the Ferrous. So we're going to have the sodium hydroxide come up this way from both of them, for both of them. And then when it comes to the ferrous mixture, we'll do that. We'll change our recipe to be new. I think I'll probably want the dust to come down this way. And then we can figure out power. Okay. That's all connected up how I want it to. Let's bring the sodium hydroxide up. And let's limit it to about 2 stacks, I think. Not sure why I missed a couple of those, that was a bit weird. And then we want to go... Is that right? No, slightly at 1. Perfect. Let us go like this, however. I don't know, I'll just do that, because we can use more undergrounds later. We'll do you to there. That way we can have both of you come out this way. Like that. Okay. That's the dust created. Now, after we've done dust, we want to leach it now. So leaching plants are going to be like this, I'm going to imagine. So we'll use ferrous Yeah, we'll do Ferrous, because Ferrous is just there. Let's flip it around. No, I'm actually fine with that, actually. Cool. So we're going to want it to come out this way. We're going to up from this side, because this is going to be the 3 ferrous dusts. And then I think what we'll do is pick up from the other side as well. I'll do exactly the same thing over here. So we'll pick up on half the side. I think. Yeah, I don't think we need that many actually. We just do crystals on one side. I think so. So just dust on this side. Happy with that. What I'm not happy with, however, I've just been thinking about it, is I need to sort out the sulfuric wastewater problem. Let's go down to here, I think. We'll deal with the byproducts. Oh. Let's copy you. So this is going to be all the ferrous dust. Why are you there? Go away. And then I'm just going to copy all of this. Flip it around. I think it's going to be like that. That way we can have 4. Yeah. Ooh, we run out. Let's change this recipe to this. Amazing. So let's, I need more belts as well. Cool. Let's grab all the things I need. As well as placing a new trend for the sulfuric wastewater. Move that from my trash, actually. Yeah, pipe, please. It was only up to 300, that's fine. Change that to 400. Okay. Do I have a fluid tank up here? I do, but it's already got a purpose. Let's grab another one then. So... and let's grab 2 of these. Cool. Let's copy you. Paste. Perfect. Sulfuric, wastewater processing, and Ferrous, wastewater. Full cargo, please. Empty cargo. How are you doing up here? So what I expect to happen is that if you would vent, you're not venting at the minute. Maybe we need to fix that. Do I want more belt? I think I do actually. I'm going to just grab another stack of inserters as well. Feel I'm going to need them. Okay, that's that bit done. Lovely. Let's deal with the acid now. Actually using more acid than I expected to. Which is not a bad thing because we have too much sulfur. Okay. Let's figure out the power switch. Would it have made more sense to have these, I wonder? I think so. Let's remove the regular power cables. So let's come up here and get rid of you. So what I'm going to do first is place a substation just here, and that covers the inserters on both sides. And then we can do that. Then drag this up. And then do the same on this side. Let's move you there. Cool. And then I can do on this side as well, right? What's happening there? Okay. That looks a little bit more neat. A little neater. So I want to blueprint this bit here as well. Again, because I don't want the power cables, create the blueprint. And let's do this for crystals. I knew that was going to happen. It's fine. You know, I was thinking as well, I could have done this a bit smarter by having double trains like we've done for the catalyst. The only problem is that for the crystals, I don't think I've made it so they can load on 2 trains. Yeah, because it stops after 1. But that could have worked. Anywho, let's do something here, I think, like that. Right way. Why aren't you working? Sulfuric wastewater. Okay. I see, we're not connected up, are we? So we need to do that. Something like that, maybe. And then something like that. Let's put you guys in trash. That's in trash. Thank you very much. Cool. So it's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get this way, but we will. So you guys are going to go up like that. So if I connect you guys up like this. And then what else do you guys need? Rebuy. Let's connect these up just so I can see the different colors. I think what I'll do is I'll have the sapphirite come up this way. We'll have the bobmonium and cretinium come up this way. We'll do that. Nope. Like that. Okay, so we're now making all the different fluids. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to filter them, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we're going to have, I don't know. How about we just do it in one long line? And for half of them, we'll do cupric concentrate. And then the other half we'll do ferrous concentrate. So ferrous is the darker one, just like this. Let's vertically flip it. Do that. We do that. And then that. Let's copy this as it is for now, I think. Do it the same for the stuff, but we'll change it around. So happy for the Ferrous, obviously, to connect up. And then we can connect the Cupric just like that. We'll do the same thing here and here. Do the same thing here and here. Now we need to connect water up. I'm remembering there's another step that we're forgetting, and that's the ferrous and the cupric chloride solutions. We don't have those set up yet. So ferrous is up here. Move you up to here, just like that. And if I've done this right, these should all connect correctly. So you have copper in you, and then you have ferrous in you. Cool. We'll need to sort of purified water at some point. And then sulfuric wastewater as well. We'll need to sort you out. Probably do something like that. And all of sulfuric wastewater is connected. We'll need to do something like this, maybe. This is going to be our filter loop. Let's make you slightly higher. Okay. So I'm just going to send the train station again. Can't do it normally, okay. Let's do 2 extra ones then. Let's get you over here. And you like this. Need more train stations. I can sort that out in a minute. Okay, we're now up to 9. We're getting there very, very slowly. Okay. How quick do you process? Every 2 seconds. And how quick can I wash one of these? Every half second. Okay. So I think I need no more than 3 assemblers. So this is going to be Spent ceramic filter on the other side. Do that. I'll have 4, why not? Why not? Then we can do spent ceramic filter washing. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Let's put you on the far side. Oh, sorry, on the near side. So, no, one of you. One of you. Okay. Oh, don't like that. It's kind of mean. So we're going to pick up from there, and you're going to be on the far side, yeah? That makes sense. So we'll do that. You, 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 you. Let's place another one of these round. Why not? Okay. That could be all the filters that we need. And I don't think we need very much purified water, but still gonna overdo it. Seems like a reasonable overdoing it. Now my question is, I remember doing it here. How many do I have? 12, and I needed 3. So I'm going to need 2 plus 6, right? Cool. Let us do that, and let us do that. Let's copy you guys. Just going to copy this bit again. Okay, let's come over this way. I'm not sure how many I want. Let's say we want 4. Good luck. Definitely seems like overkill. And now we can use the purified water. Okay, so we're now washing this so we get the concentrate. So now we need to use these electro winning cells. I love the name of them. It's a great name. Let's come over here, I think. Yeah, that way we've got space for a belt if we need it. Yeah, it's going to be the slag anyway. So if we do that, we do it like this, and like that. We'll have one of you to drop over there. The slag can come down this way. Copy. Let's vertically flip it. Let's connect you like that, I think. How many do we have? 16. Slightly too many. Now let's copy all of you. Well, not all of you. I don't want the substations. Horizontally flip it and do that. And change this recipe around to the Cupric one. And this is going to be the slag. Slightly closer, just like that. Okay. In fact, move it up just one so we can still do undergrounds. Let's do the substations to this side. Okay, so we need more pipes in order to set this up. And we also need to set up some additional trains as well. Power solution, like, we're doing okay for now. Okay, so it's giving me all the belts I want. Cool. But I want all the pipes. Thank you very much. I also wanted something else. Train stations. Let me add a new one. I'm going to call this railway. So let's say I want to keep on hand, let's say 500. 10 stations, 100 signals, 100 chain signals. Let's look at what we're doing with ferric chloride solution. Not too bad here. Can I fit another 2 train stations there? Let's try and do it. We'll do that. Then, okay, so that'll be obviously the copper coming through. Do that. there's not enough space for it to do that. Okay. What do we need ferric chloride solution for, other than this process? The only process is to make this. So then, it makes more sense to add another train station down there. Okay, how are we making it? I assume a chemical plant. Down here. Where did it disappear to? Cupric chloride solution. Liquefier. Okay. Let's then get... Can we say 6? 6 seems more than reasonable. So what we'll do is we'll add one more train station down there. And then that should be enough for everything we need. We do need additional trains, however. So let's place a few more of those down. Let's get one of you guys. And 2 of you. 1. So this is going to be the ore that comes through. And then let's say we want 1 hydrogen chloride gas, and then we want 1 ferric chloride solution. Yeah, I think that's everything I want. I need 1 more train, don't I? Yeah. Cool. I'm going to move this to the bottom and then move rubber to the bottom. And then I can knock these off because we're almost there. I know it's been an extremely long episode. This is the longest I've ever done. I do apologize for it. Love that. Very steampunky, isn't it? Okay, so we want you to grab copper ore. We'll do a full cargo. I want you to grab a hydrogen chloride solution. Hydrogen chloride, full cargo. And then I'll need you to grab ferric chloride solution, full cargo. I'll give you destinations once I've actually built them. Where is my car? I just walked up here, didn't I? Of course I did. Let's connect the rest of the pipes up. Cool. And what I'm going to also do is do that. So it's connected up all of the sulfuric wastewater. This is sulfuric wastewater, isn't it? Yep. So we'll do this as well. Amazing. Let's connect some of you guys up. So let's do the... How far does this go up? Amazing. I love that. So that's the proper concentrate solution set up. And then we'd just do that. Nice. Let's build one more train station. Knew that was going to have an issue. Okay, so let's do this. And let's do that. Okay. Can you piss off, trees? Leave me alone. Okay. Yep. Well, let's... Yeah. So I'm just going to copy these. So you're going to be ferric chloride solution. You are going to be copper ore. And you are going to be hydrogen chloride gas. Oh. Are these trains ready to go? Yep, empty cargo. Empty cargo. Empty cargo. Off you pop. Lovely. I think we only need, realistically, just one stack of these. So we are going to do this just right here, to be honest. Cupric chloride solution. That was fast. And you were quite fast as well. Ooh, we're going to get you to come this way. Okay. Let's build these here as well. We'll need to train to deal with that in a bit. In the meantime, I will do... Let's move it slightly up. Let's do it like that. You've stopped because we've got enough solution. Okay. After we've done that, we can just crystallize it. Amazing. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's come down like that. And then we'll do the other 6 here. We'll do the Cupric ones there and the Ferrous ones here. Go. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do like this, but we're going to offset half of them. Copy, paste, paste. Cool. And I knew I'd put them in the wrong order. Ferrous crystals there. We'll call you Cupric. Nice. Still waiting for copper. Okay. Is fine, we can deal with that. Well, Ferrous crystals are done. What's happening over at iron ore? That's my question. Copper ore even. Ah, there we are. Took you long enough. Now I need to set up another train to get rid of the slag. You're being used. Ooh, you're not being used. Well, let's get you then. Full cargo. And then come to select processing and empty your cargo. Amazing. I'm not sure why it's not full. I mean, all of these are running at full speed, aren't they? You're full of everything you need. Oh, they are running at full speed. These run at 60 minutes. 60 item minutes. Yeah. I'm just being silly. But no, we have done Ferrous crystals, we have done Cupric crystals, and technically we've done alien plant samples. It's all done. It's just not very fast. That's the entire issue. We're just waiting for more of the gardens to process over time, and that's pretty much it. Eventually it will start working. But yeah, I feel like we've done pretty well today. Just on my outro, is it an outro? I don't know. I'm gonna go up to where we're essentially processing all of the different wastewaters, and I'm going to put a condition on the sulfuric wastewater. If we have too much sulfur, which we do, bin it. Just clarify all of it. We don't need it. So let's head up there, because I feel that's going to become a bottleneck soon, if it isn't already. Because that process requires so many times where we're producing sulfuric wastewater. Yeah, I just want to deal with that. I'm surprised I haven't crashed on my way up here. Look at me. I'm just awesome, aren't I? I'm looking at these red buildings and I'm like, these need upgrading. Maybe we'll do that in a couple of episodes where we'll focus on focus on upgrading the base. I'm going to place these here. So I'm going to read what's in sulfur. If I had any decider combinators, I could say, well, if this is overfull as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of cheese it a bit. So we're going to have the overflow valve, which is going to export because there is more than 80%. And this is going to go directly into a pump, which we control. Cannot connect. All right. How about we just put a pipe then, and then we put a pump? Is that okay? I don't see the issue, but if you insist, that's fine. So enable this if sulfur is more than 150,000, which clearly is. Now we just want clarifiers. Let's bring the sulfuric wastewater this way. And then we'll just use all of them. So that will help empty the trains which are coming. Let's increase the number of pumps as well, I think. Just so we can empty these as fast as possible. We got money now. We can spend all of this. Cool. Not too worried about that now. Okay. I think this is where we end the episode. Well, thanks very much for watching today. I've hoped you've enjoyed it. I apologize for how long it was. I mean, 3.5 hours, that's quite long. If you're okay with them being this long, maybe they'll go this long in the future. Just let us know. But yeah, we've now got the crystals. In the next episode, what we'll be looking at is platinum. What we'll also be looking at is the advanced processing units, I think they're called. Let's see, can't remember. Yeah, got me. So those are the two things that we need, because in order to make advanced processing units, we make all of these except CPUs and multi-layered circuit boards, but multi-layered circuit boards, easy. We've got all of that. And we also need to make CPUs, which we don't have. And we can make all of that, that's easy, but platinum wire, that's what we need to sort out. So yeah, I'm going to set that research off as well, so we know what we're aiming for. And as soon as we get those advanced ones, yeah, we can then work towards getting better versions of buildings, even though we've not upgraded quite a lot, to be honest. We'll also be looking at potentially getting gold signs or utility signs. We have everything but low density structures, but we can make those. All we need to do is build some sintering ovens, and then we can make low density structures. So yeah, we're in a really good place. Yeah, I think we're doing a lot better than I expected that I would do at this point, despite me rambling. But yeah, thanks very much for watching today. You take care.